What is up, YouTube? I have an exciting video for you guys. I was able to grab a pair of boots that I've been on the hunt for a very long time, and I was able to get online for a crazy steal. So to back up a little bit, I have really been getting into engineer boots. I got my first pair of Red Wing Engineers a couple months back. I did a review of, love this pair. I also grabbed a pair of Fry engineer boots off of Facebook for $100. Those are my motorcycle riding boots. I can't justify wearing these on the bike just because they're so nice. But with that being said, you know engineer boots are very expensive. Fry being the most entry level, around like the 400. There's some other independent brands around that price. Then you get Red Wing, which is like 5 to 6. And then from there you get, Ouray, New York, that's around the same price. And then from there, just absurdly expensive, super nice, but like made in Japan, 101, really cool materials, colors, soles, all that. Well, someone that really likes the boot and can't justify spending $1,000 on them, what you're left with is finding them pre-owned, which I have no problem with whatsoever. So in my previous video, I grabbed these. This is the older pair that are steel toe boots. They are factory seconds, so they do have a couple scuffs and scratches on the toe, which makes no difference to me because I'm gonna wear them and do the same thing. These retail, like I said, $550, and I got these for less than $400, which I thought was a crazy deal. With that being said, I was able to grab another pair of Red Wing engineer boots in a crazy color for less than $200. This is like a find of a lifetime, in my opinion. I see these pop up on eBay, shipping from Japan for $700 to $1,000, which is just insane. If y'all know Ouray, New York, he created a pair that's more of like a caramel brown-ish color. I was a big fan of, but couldn't justify spending that price on a suede shoe that I knew I probably wasn't going to wear as much as I would like to because it is suede. So with these being pre-owned and already scuffed up, banged around, I can totally justify the price on that. So very happy I was able to grab these. Really on a whim. I don't know what caused me. I'm not in the market for searching engineer boots online, and I searched one day and these popped up and I got them. They were so cheap, I thought it was a scam. They were shipping from the US. Dude was super nice, shipped the next day, was actually able to go down on the price, $30. So with fees, shipping, tax, all that, this was $200, which is insane. Like I said. So just kind of want to do a walk around, review, sizing, all that. So this is the same model as the black pair right here. Steel toe, older. I want to say this is from 2008, and this one doesn't have a date on it, but probably around the same. I got these in an 8.5D. I think that's the only width they made. I am a pretty true size 9 throughout all of my sneakers. New Balance made in USA, I go 8.5. Loafers around an 8.5 to 9. So kind of flirting on the line of 8.5/9. But knowing that these 8.5 fit like a glove, was able to break in, and I'm so glad I went with that and not a 9. These popped up, 8.5, my size, super cheap, in a fun, funky color suede. I had to grab, no questions asked. So steel toe, they're a little bit heavier. I do like it from like the profile of the boot itself because it kind of makes the toe more pronounced, because it does have that rigid steel toe there. The sole is in great condition. Obviously it's worn. You can't see the Red Wing logo as much anymore, but heel's in great shape. Got some heel drag in the back. This is the other pair here. Maybe a little bit more in the back, and the front, there it is. but just a super stunning pair. I tried them on, they fit just the exact same. Very, very nice. I want to say the height seems to be a little bit shorter, which is, in my opinion, I'm a fan of, which is cool. And yeah, they're just lived in. The person I got them from got them for around the same price, so he was able to get it for a steal. He probably broke even, and these will be staying in my collection probably forever. They are just a beautiful pair. The person before, I think, was a 7.5 and tried to make them work, just too big, and these fit me perfectly. So with them being suede, they are a nice premium material, obviously coming from Red Wing, but they are definitely used and abused with them being, what is that, 18 years old, which is crazy. So obviously they've worn denim with them, they've gotten them dirty, so you know, they could be cleaned up, but honestly I'm gonna keep them just the way they are because they are perfect. I love how they're lived in and there's so much slouch here. You know, they've really molded to the person before's foot and ankle area. The brass buckles, I say brass, they're not. They're some sort of metal, whatever they are, steel, aluminum, I don't know. Just really nice details. You can see the tag inside, 8.5 from March of 2008. And they are just a stunning, stunning pair. I am so happy I was able to pick these up for such a good deal. I guess it is possible, but you blink and they are gone. So I think a lot of people were liking them, and I knew I had to jump on them then and there because if they sold, I would probably never find this pair again, let alone in this size, and especially for this price. So this is the pair right here. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have engineer boots, if you have Red Wings, love to chat. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.